Okay. Hi, everyone. Good evening. All right. I have an announcement to make. We got a good news from Tenby School that they are now accepting international students to come into Malaysia, even for new students as well 所以咧，今日咧我哋有一個好消息就係嚟自馬來西亞教育部嘅，所以根據 Tenby 已經攞到馬來西亞教育部嘅一個通知，正式通知話，國際嘅嗰個學生咧可以申請攞到批准之後咧，同我哋嘅馬來西亞嘅移民局嗰度申請入境。入境之後就可以喺馬來西亞呢度讀書㗎啦。當然咧，相關嘅嗰個隔離啊，同埋咧要符合而家嘅呢個新冠肺炎嘅嗰個安全嘅設施咯。Okay, so any children who intend to come to Malaysia to experience what the multicultural international educations can offer, I would like to introduce Miss John Daniel. Miss John, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you, Vincent. It's very nice to be here. I feel extremely honored to be given the opportunity to share some more about our school today.
That's good. By the way, Miss John Daniel is actually the campus principal for Tenby Penang. Okay, so we are very fortunate to have her here because I'm also from Penang. I always like more people to come to Penang. So, by the way, Miss John, I'll just pass over to you. Let us know what is the amazing learning that we can experience in Tenby School Penang.
Thank you very much, Vincent, and good evening to all of you joining us tonight, and I hope everything is well where you are. So I'll just start off by introducing myself. My name is Jean Denya, and I'm the campus principal here at Tenby Schools Penang, and I've been in the Tenby School group for quite a long time now. I joined Tenby Schools in 2013. This is my third Tenby school, actually. Before this, I was the campus principal at our school in Sarawak, in Borneo, which is a separate part of Malaysia, not attached to mainland Malaysia. And then I spent a little bit of time at one of our schools in KL, and I've been in Penang for the last 18 months. And prior to that, I'm sure some of you are asking, what accent is that? I was originally born in South Africa, but I spent a number of years in the diplomatic service, and that took me to the UK, where I then joined the education sector, and I was teaching and leading schools in the UK for nearly 16 years before I came to Malaysia. So obviously I've got a limited amount of time tonight, and it would take a visit from you to our school for you really to experience the amazing school that I feel so privileged every day to be able to lead and be on this journey with. But I'm going to try in the next half now to share some just general observations about our school with you. I know some of you will want information about our primary school or about our secondary school. We've got videos specifically about the learning in those schools, and either Vincent can share those with you, or if you want to join me again tomorrow night for a second night with me, we actually have a virtual open day tomorrow night at 7 o'clock live online with our heads of school, so you can get to find out more about our school from them. So I'll just move on and give you a bit of information. So this is the leadership team at Tenby Schools Penang. As you can see, that's me, the campus principal, Jean Denya. I have a fantastic leadership team, Miss Liz, who is my head of international secondary from the UK. Miss Etta is my head of international primary, also from the UK. They've both been in the school for a long time. Miss Etta's been here for 6 years. Miss Liz has been in Penang for slightly longer than that. So there's a really well-established leadership team in the school. Because we also run a national school on our campus, we also have heads of our national school, and that's Mr. Oi, our head of our national secondary, and Ms. Cho, our head of our national primary, and Shirley, who is our bursar, responsible for overall operational matters in the school. But I'm sure most of you are interested in the international school tonight, and so I'm going to focus a bit on that. We are part of a rapidly expanding group of national and private international schools in Malaysia. We started in the 1960s all the way in Ipoh in Perak. Now we have schools all over Malaysia. So these are our Tenby schools, which are situated obviously in Penang. And obviously, if you're thinking of moving to KL, we have 3 schools in KL. We also have a school in Johor Bahru, which is on the border with Singapore. And we recently acquired 2 additional schools in Malaysia, which is our Asia Pacific schools. So we're very proud of our 60-year heritage of expertise in Malaysia. We're proud that we are one of the oldest and the largest independent schools groups in Malaysia. We are also fortunate that we are part of a global network of schools. We are part of a group of schools called International Schools Partnership, and that is a group of schools which actually we are now up to 50 schools, and we're situated across the globe, all the way from schools in South America, our schools in Europe, because ISP or International Schools Partnership is based in London. We have schools in the Middle East, we have schools in North America, and we have schools in Southeast Asia. This is a fantastic opportunity for our children because they get to engage with students from across the world. So we just recently participated in an international chess competition where we played chess online against students across the world. We did very well. We came fourth. One of our students, who's originally from Russia, came fourth in that global competition. We've got an international film competition going. We've had an international maths competition. So these are amazing opportunities for the children to be able to mix and learn about the cultures of the schools that are part of our group. We're also very fortunate that ISP is a financially stable group of schools. And so in spite of the challenges of COVID, we've been able to support our parents financially over these challenging times and still make investments in improving the school. We have 2 curricula on our campus, as I said before. I'm assuming that most of you here on the call with me tonight will be interested in our international school, but we also have a private national school on our campus that offers the Malaysian syllabus. And we do have a couple of children who are not from Malaysia who may choose to go into our national school. So our international school is all the way from our tiniest and our youngest children, our earliest children who join us at the age of 3, right up to our children in our 6th form, our A level, who leave us at the age of 18, and we are following the UK curriculum. What is the USP of our school? I think if you go onto our Facebook page or you go onto our website, you will see this concept of amazing learning, global success. And I think this is the thing that I'm the most proud of in our school, is that we are a learning-focused school. We really do want to know from our children whether they are learning or not. And we want all our students to have amazing learning. And for us, amazing learning means when children do something in the classroom or outside the classroom where they surprise themselves, where they achieve something that they didn't think was possible, where they exceed their wildest expectations. And so we are really motivated every day to try to encourage our students to achieve these levels of amazing learning. And if you want to find out more, I have a Facebook Live session on Facebook where I've actually talked a lot about how we measure learning in the school and how we know that children are learning. And so for us, I'm not going to go into too much detail about this. When we talk about learning, we are wanting to know what happens in the brain when our children learn. And the most important thing for us is this idea of making sure that our children are in a good struggle. Now, most people, when you talk about learning and they use the word struggle, struggle is often seen as a negative thing. That isn't what we mean. We mean that we want our children in the classroom to feel like their brain is actually working, that they are getting better at something, that they are not treading water where the work is too easy for them and they're not being challenged. But we also don't want our children to be drowning where they feel like they're not getting supported. And so our whole motivation every day in that classroom is to know whether our children are having a good struggle, whether they are acquiring new knowledge or skills or understanding. We want them to know that making mistakes is a good thing, that making mistakes is how you get better, that it's okay to make a mistake, that it's okay to not know every answer, but what they need to be doing is working through things, trying to encourage themselves to become independent learners, asking questions, working through the problem, trying to find solutions so that they develop their skills and they become lifelong learners, not just in our school, but when they leave us as well. So we are a learning-focused school. And we believe that every decision that we make in our school should be based on the learning. We like to say that we want our children to be busy learning and not just busy. So when we go into a classroom, we actually ask the children if they're in a good struggle, because we know that we can go into a classroom and see lots of fantastic things happening in a classroom, and a teacher could have produced a fantastic lesson, but if the children aren't being pushed and motivated to exceed their expectations, then they're not necessarily getting better. So what we want them to be busy learning and not just busy. We are really proud of the fact that we have a family atmosphere in our school. People that come into our school generally say to us, our school is extremely welcoming. It's a very close-knit community. We have an amazing relationship with our parents, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. And so we believe that we really do want to get to know our students as individuals. And that means that we want to look at what we need to do to help them to be successful, not just when they're with us in our school, but also when they leave us, so that they're confident and they can go on and follow their lifelong career aspirations and get into the universities of their choice. So we're committed to improving learning, and we consistently produce excellent results at our IGCSE and A-level exams. Those are our Cambridge exams, but our examination results for our national school examinations, so the Malaysian exams, which are the SPM and the UPSR, those results are also excellent, and we're really proud of that. So I'll just share some facts and figures with you from last year. So you can see from the results from our IGCSE last year that we had 100% pass rate in additional maths and maths. Maths is a very strong focus in our school. We've been doing a lot in our school as a STEAM school, so focusing on science, technology, the arts, engineering, and maths. We are proud that next year we'll be actually starting a coding program with all our children in the school to develop their technology skills. And so maths and science are something that we do really well in our school. And as you can see from the results there, we've achieved a 97% H-star grade for our English and maths results. And I need to say that this is 2020, when the children in the school in this cohort were dealing with the challenges of COVID, and obviously spent time online and offline. We still managed to achieve excellent results. So these are some of our individual successes from last year. You can see students achieving 11 A to A stars, 9 A to A stars, 8 A to A stars. So this is just to give you an idea of our individual successes. We also have a fast track program Normally, our students would write exams in Cambridge in year 10 and year 11, but we actually put students in a fast track program. Students that are capable of writing those exams earlier will be entered into them earlier. So, for example, Mandarin, we actually fast track some students and they write the Mandarin exam in year 9 instead of in year 10 and year 11. And there was 100% A to C grade rating there. Our students take Bahasa Malay in year 10 instead of year 11, so a year earlier. They also achieve excellent results. And we also enter our math students into the RGCSE for maths earlier, so that if they do well in that, they can then move on to taking additional maths. So that makes them even more prepared for life beyond us if they want to take maths as an A level. So this is just some of our alumni. This is Jocelyn, our head prefect of last year. She's done exceptionally well. And so our alumni are able to get into the universities of their choice. We spend a lot of time in our secondary school preparing them through career guidance, through a platform where we get children to really connect with counselors to get career guidance so that they make the right choices. This is Sean, who's studying civil engineering here in Malaysia. Sean is actually awarded a full scholarship for the entire duration of his studies, right from his first year of university all the way to his master's degree, should he choose to pursue that. So he's been set up for life through that full scholarship, and that's because he was an exceptional student. He's one of our scholarship candidates that received a scholarship from us in his A-level results. So why choose us? And that's probably the question that all of you are asking as you're sitting here listening to me tonight. I think the one thing I can say about us as an international school is the fact that we are very conscious of the fact that although we are an international school, we are in Asia, and we recognize that families in Asia want us to continue to instill the positive Asian values in their children. And we know that those positive Asian values are the values of respect for others. We know that Asian families have a high focus on exceptional behavior for learning, and that most Asian families also have very high aspirations for their children. And those are also the aspirations that we have. I can honestly say that I've been in Tenby since 2013. I've never had to raise my voice at a single child. I've never had to, have strong conversations with children about their behavior, because their behavior is exceptional. And we want our students to carry those positive Asian values within our international context of having 37 different nationalities on our school campus. And we encourage them to get to know each other, get to know the cultures of the students around them by participating in cultural celebrations for Chinese New Year, for Deepavali, for all sorts of cultural celebrations that we have on the campus. This is something that if you were here at the start of the presentation, you would have seen our footage of our campus. And I think this is something that we are extremely proud of. Over the last 4 months, we have been fortunate enough, as I said, to be part of a financially stable group of schools. And as a result of that, we've been able to completely transform our playground. And I wish you could have been in our school on the day we opened up new playground. And that happened to be the day that the children were returning to school from a period of being at home, working online, to see their faces as they came on the campus and saw this amazing playground and this amazing outdoor space for them to develop their social skills, but also to develop their gross and fine motor skills which we know are so important. So I'm just going to share a couple of slides with you of our new outdoor playground. So this is another section of our playground. The children love this. They've nicknamed this the Teletubby Tunnels, which some of you may know if your children have watched the UK program called Teletubbies. They love these tunnels. We've also got a teepee village. Since we finished this, we've actually put giant bean bags in here, which will be a lovely facility when we're all allowed outdoors for them to sit and to read and to really, socialize and enjoy themselves. So that's just another view of our teepee village. This is our sensory garden area. We've actually got a stream running through here. We've got sensory. These are for our children that have sensory issues. So we've got plants here that smell. So for the sense of smell, we've got wind chimes for hearing, auditory. We've got the sound of water, and this is a fantastic place for some of our children. We just need a quiet space to sit and contemplate and reflect. So lots of spaces now for children to enjoy themselves. The school has a very calming atmosphere, and these spaces actually help us to create that family atmosphere that we so desire. This is probably also really important to you. If you are watching this and your child does not speak English as their first language, please don't be alarmed. I think we're really proud to say that we're one of the only schools in Penang that has a fully fledged English language center on our campus. A lot of schools on the island offer English, additional languages and support. We actually have an English language center. We have a prospectus that you can get from us online. We've translated this into Mandarin and to Korean. So if you want the Mandarin version of this prospectus, it's a book, and we describe all the programs in our English language center. So your child, if they speak no English, they can be placed in immersion, which is where they spend a lot of time just learning English. As they get better, they might go into proficiency, which is where they still get to spend a lot of time in the English language center, but they also get to go to other lessons where they can cope without the necessary English, like, for example, mathematics and art and PE. And even if your child moves from the English language center and goes into the classroom, we will still come into the classroom and support your child in the classroom with EAL support, because we know it takes about 18 months for a child to become fully competent and fluent in language. And so we continue to support your child, even if they're no longer in the English language center. We are also, at the moment, offering online English classes for children who haven't even joined us yet. So at the moment, we've got an EAL teacher who actually speaks Mandarin fluently, and she is providing online English classes to children we are wanting to come to Penang but can't come into Penang yet, so that we give them a head start. The children that we are supporting in China obviously are going to school, so we run these online English language classes after they've come back from school. So if this is something that you're interested in, please speak to our team. We are currently offering a really good price for that, where you will only have to pay for one term and you get 2 terms for the price of one. We also run English language classes online for our parents, and that's been really successful. And we've got videos on our website of our parents talking about how the English has improved with us. From September, we'll actually be improving our Mandarin stream. A lot of our parents have indicated that they would like their children to continue to learn Mandarin at an appropriate level. And so if you join us from September and your children are in the primary school, you will be able to choose for them to have Mandarin lessons every day. If you don't want them to have a Mandarin lesson every day, they can be enrolled into a music program for the other 3 days of the week. Because normally we offer Mandarin twice a week, but we are extending that to 5 days a week for parents who choose Mandarin. I'm nearly finished, Vincent, because I'm conscious of time. Safeguarding is extremely important in our school. And this is not just everything that we do to keep your children safe. For example, having a nurse on our campus and making sure that the campus site is safe. But we, as ISP, we have a very, very high focus on safeguarding. And that means that absolutely every single person that works with children and is on our campus, from our cleaners to our gardeners to our security team, are checked and have extensive background checks and training to make sure that they're safe to work with children. We're very proud of that. Our expat teachers who are coming to us from other countries, we check background checks for them for the last 10 years. So we will check every country that they've lived in for the last 10 years to make sure that they are safe to work with children. And this is our safeguarding team. We're responsible for keeping your child safe, arranging counseling if your child needs to talk to someone, and making sure our children feel that they are looked after. I'm going to go through these slides quite quickly. We're proud of our online learning. Over 90% of our parents in the last survey have indicated that they're very happy with our online learning. And we know that that's been a challenge for a lot of schools. We run our online learning through Microsoft Teams, and our children are given very good support from home. And we're really proud of how much work we've done into putting our online program in place. Now we find that it's really easy to go from being online back to face because we've set up such a good program. Last couple of slides. If you join our school, there are plenty of ways for you to get to know more about the school. This is just a range of them. You'll be given access to Engage, your information system, which is on an app. You'll have an app that you can pay for meals with and buy uniforms and books. And so 98% of our parents are happy with our communication. So we think we're doing something right, but we're always looking for more ways of engaging our parents and getting them involved in the school. Our PTA, our Parent Association, this is my last slide, are also very active. If you join our school and you want to get to know Penang and you want to get to know other families in our school, we have a Mandarin representative on our Parent Association, and that Mandarin representative makes sure that they talk to all the Mandarin families. And if we've got families who don't speak English, but they want to come into school to speak to their teacher, the Mandarin representative will arrange for someone to sit with you in the meeting and to help you to translate. So we're really proud of that facility that we offer. And we have a fantastic, supportive parent association. We like to think of our parents as our critical friends. They help us to get better, and we're really pleased about that. So if you would like to know more, obviously you can contact us through our website, through our Facebook page, through the telephone numbers on the screen. As I said, we've got a virtual open day tomorrow night at 7. If you can't join and you have access to Facebook, you can always watch our session live at a later date. But that will just be a chance for you to meet the head of primary or to meet Miss Liz, the head of secondary. Not to take my word for it, you'll be able to actually listen to some videos where our children will actually talk about what it means to be part of our school. And I think, that will give you more of a flavor of what it means to be a student in Tenby and why I'm so exceptionally proud to be leading this school. Thank you very much, Vincent.
Thank you, John. Wow, you hit it right on the dot. Exactly 30 minutes. But before we go, I'll just share one more video just to show the audience about the campus that you have. Then I'll wrap up tonight's sessions. Just hang on a minute. I'll play the video now. Hang on a minute. Okay, sorry, I think I have some technical issues here. So that's why the video could not run that smooth. But anyway, anyone interested in that can always ask us for a copy. Then we'll gladly share you the YouTube link. But just before we go, I'd like to show, this announce to the audience that we are going to have tomorrow night sessions by SAGI College, SAGI Universities. So if after the what they call the international schools, you like to study in Malaysia, you can also explore different universities that Malaysia can offer, and SAGI is one of them. And on the Friday night, I believe it will be the sessions by Cyberjaya, University of Cyberjaya. Okay, they used to be a medical college by itself. Okay, and right after these sessions, we're going to show another interesting topic, which we have conducted the webinars last month, and it's by Tenby Museum, which is actually one of the attractions for the young children to understand about the culture of Penang. Okay, so it's a very interesting topic, and it's not that far away from Tenby either. So
No.
the area around Tenby is a fun area. You should explain that to your children. It's more than just learning itself. Okay, John, thanks a lot for your sessions tonight. So we will see you again. See you around. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, everybody. It's great to share with you. And yes, stay safe. And yes, keep well.
Today we'll be introducing Tenby Museum, which is mentioned by Vincent. It's located in Penang Island. Yeah, we've been around and we are under the Hilton Doubletree Resort at Batu Ferringhi. We are located on the ground floor of the hotel. So the concept of the curation for Tenby is really about bringing Penang into Tenby. So when you visit Tenby, you get to see what's Penang all about, the fun or what to eat, what to see. So Tenby Museum is a tourism attraction. We are currently the most extensive teddy bear museum in Malaysia with the largest collection of teddy bear. This is our ticket price. So for those who are interested, you can have a look. Of course, you can go to our website as well or our Facebook page. This is a layout of our museum. You will actually enter to gallery area where we have the antique collection of teddy bear, which is 100 years old teddy bear. It's very exclusive. They are from all around the world. Germany, from US, try to present very history of teddy bear to everyone at this gallery area. So after this antique gallery area, you will actually enter a tunnel where you get to experience the magic of Penang, where the fun is Barry will take everyone, to tour Penang. And then you also will experience the life in Penang. We will also have the local heritage culture, and you get to see our street food. You get a good guide on what to try when you visit Penang as well. This is the look of that gallery with our antique bear collection. As you see, we get a lot of visitors. We have students visit us from international school as well. Their teacher will bring them to Tenby Museum to actually learn about the history of teddy bear as well. We have a guide, in-house guide, to walk our visitor through all the details so they can just ask questions. So this is the look of our antique display, and they get to even touch the bear as well. This is where the culture and history of Penang will come alive. And as you can see, this is the very early stage where Francis Light came to Penang. We'll have a giant size Captain Francis Light as well. This is also our heritage Georgetown area where they learn about the trade, during the early time. Not just that history part, we also have the cultural and local story throughout Penang, magic of Penang Tunnel. Besides the Malay culture, we actually have the Chinese as well, and also the Indian culture of Malaysia and Penang, our local cultural we want our visitor to explore the cute world and also to experience the journey. And it's more like going to a mini Penang. We really encourage or we suggest if you have friends or if you come to Penang, this will be your first stop to visit. So it's very, very cute because as you can see how small the egg is. And this is the famous char kway teow. Must try street food in Penang. You can see again the size, how small it is. It's a miniature theme. And this is like a local hawker street theme. And this is a popular attraction in Penang. Our Gurney Drive is a paradise. And this is laksa, also another dish that you maybe want to try when you come to Penang. Again, what are we famous for, Penang? Durian at our museum as well through the teddy bear exhibit. Yeah, so we have our durian bear like this. It's very interactive. You can touch, you can take photos, have fun with it. You know, we are not like those typical museum where you can't touch the archive because we are more of an interpretive museum. We want our visitor to have fun. And if you come to Penang, another transport would be trishaw. So you get to actually sit on the actual trishaw as well at the teddy bear museum, and the bear will be like the trishaw guy. And not just the miniature, you can also see a giant size bear. And this one, it represents a very famous char kway teow store, which is located at Siam Road. This is what we call the roti man. Yeah, the bread guy. It's more like a bakery on the wheel. If you come to Penang, you have to try this local delight where you can maybe order, you know, the white bread and then try this coconut jam kaya. Every team is designed for, you know, really a good photo opportunity. It's like a photo booth. So every corner, you need to have a good space on your phone before you actually come to our museum, because you sure will take a lot of photo out. We want to also highlight the event that we celebrate or we run or we conduct in Penang, and this is the Penang Marathon. So every year we have this Penang Marathon on Penang Bridge. It's a miniature team, and we have a lot of students visiting, having a lot of fun, of course, because it's very interactive. They learn in a fun way. So they pick up the culture, they get to know, they recognize it through the berry, you know, display. This team is the Bapa and Nyonya team. Yeah, we even have the Kopi O, which is our local coffee. Besides all the exhibit, actually, we are also the sole retailer for this premium Steiff bear. I'm not sure if you know about Steiff bear, but it's a very premium German brand, which is one of the first, actually, that created teddy bear. So we saw 1902, right? They are actually the first one that manufactured teddy bear. It's very interesting because every Steiff bear comes with a birth cert. Of course, visitors come to our museum, they will love to buy back souvenir, right? So we have a corner where our very good shop, we will have a lot of bear souvenir for you to take home. Kids or, you know, girls, they will like this corner a lot. And we have also our own design, our trademark mascot. So we'll have him on a lot of our merchandise as well. Postcard, keychain, even turn our local delight into the souvenir for our visitors to take home. You can see this is like nasi lemak and coffee, and the notebooks with Francis Light. This is all designed by our museum. This is our Facebook page, Tenby Museum. You can also follow us on Instagram. This is the QR. Our current one is at Batu Tinggi under the Double Tree, but the second one will be at Penang Hill.